fulfilling. At least we now know what the marching orders are. They are 8. 9. We know they were deduced, crafted, distilled from this meeting. And no one is going to say, I know nothing about it. Which is why I started by a Latin term earlier on. And I said, we will move forward, mutatis mutandis. Which means we have agreed to alter things. And therefore, because all has been altered and everybody was here, we then will take the last statement and embrace it together moving forward. Thank you very much for that. Once more, if not, again, let me thank Babu Mlojo, our compare for today. Compare means MC, by the way. You can look for the term. I prefer to call him that because he has done it so well that I feel even next year he should do it. All the presenters, please. Dr. Protea, who is no longer here from DUT, we met the other time when we were in some session, hot session in Durban, and thank you very much. I did pick it up from our engagement that she seems to know her story, which is why probably she was invited to this event today. Miss Haid Peters, who probably is gone, thank you for explaining who you are. And I do not think then, therefore, that she may not be individually, if not singularly, invited to colleges to come and do more of such an explanation, if not of this kind of a presentation, because it was quite educative to all of us. The distance learning story presented to us by Clint Zaninello, thank you very much for that. I know you have packaged it so well that it has now become a commercial product, but a clean and a refined commercial product. And we are saying to you, it is a good thing you are doing, and continue doing it. And it's, of course, it is step one into digitalization of education of this sector, by the way. Thank you very much for that. Yolanda Fenter and Simon, you presented whilst I was not here. But, yes, yes, Johan. You presented whilst I was out there trying to respond to a few calls. And I probably must have known what you were doing. And colleagues, I should thank you on other colleagues' behalf for having done such a wonderful job. And I think it's literally costless to partner with you in order to assist, have the same measure of taking steps towards achieving what we have achieved. And thank you very much for that. Usisofundiswa Nofomela, we thank you also for your presentation. You come from MUT and you did stress the importance of a partnership. You should, in a way, put some control on a bad habit of duplicating. It was quite an enlightening presentation. But then there comes a confusion with me. You know, when you do a lot of studying, you become an academic, and sometimes you become a promoter. Every word bears a meaning. It's like saying work integrated learning. How does it differ from learning integrated with working? How does it differ? It's different, by the way. For me, learning integrated, it means you are still learning, but you must integrate your learning with work. But if you say work integrated learning, it means you are working, but now you must do some learning whilst you are working. Okay, all right. It's not a confusing statement, but I think in a way we know. Like in the morning, there was something in the TV recognizing those heroes who fought, who died fighting fire. Not firefighting, because that's a different thing. Who died fighting fire? It's one meaning, but once you say they were firefighting, it means there was a lot they were fighting besides fire. That's how complicated English sometimes can be. The branding here that we have, it is so interpretative of the event. And thank you to all colleges that successfully brought what they have. And Ilange, that's a stylish one. It looks very nice. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And I see some branding has changed. People are moving with the style. They have changed. And thank you very much. Everyone who's here and who has successfully brought something. Thank you to this man. Future managers, thank you very much for what it is and how you have therefore contributed to describe the event better. Can I acknowledge once more the SRC for their presence here? All of them. All of them. You know, there is nothing as worse as preparing a menu and people are not there who must eat this menu, because this is not a restaurant. In any case, that is why in a restaurant you have to say what you want. In this case, we are talking about what really is closer to the hearts of the students. And we therefore cannot exclude them when we take such decisions. And I do hear that they have been invited to some place outside the province. And I think when you were here, you were able to pick up things that will assist you to be more meaningful when you go there. And all the best with that again. Principals who are here, you know, I've learned some habits being an experienced manager. And I hope I'm the most experienced here. Yeah, you can challenge me if you want. I'm not talking about management where you can say, you can claim to be managing a group of 17 in a WhatsApp facility. No, I'm talking about a live experience. I can tell stories. And there are two experiences that I've had and that have taught me to be who and what I am today. If you are a manager, you don't share a lift, don't share anything of any convenience with the staff member, junior staff member. You know what? Because if you share lift to work, when one day you've got something harsh to say to that person, if not, if you share the dropping of kids to school, when one day you've got to say something upfront to a colleague with whom you share such, you'll have a problem because you lose a lift and you lose such convenience. I'm saying this really from experience. And here is another one that I've learned through experience. When you work with colleagues, you don't recognize them at the beginning of the meeting. You recognize them at the end because some of them come to say, "Hi, you're busy, can't." So he or she will keep on waiting for Ugu to recognize Ugu to call. And once you say, "Oh, I see so and so," then you mean you can now disappear because I've seen you. Now, thank you very much, colleagues. You have stayed here until the end. It's not because I have not recognized you at the beginning. It's because you are disciplined and you know your roles. It is so important. People must see you first before you demanding them to be seen wherever. Future managers and person sponsorship is recognizable. And thank you very much for that. And we can see that without your assistance, your financial muscle, if not your muscle of any kind, probably would not have been able to count the good things that we see today out of this event. I would not forget, and I do not at all wish to forget to recognize the team from the regional office, to the ladies who are a team that I work with from the college. There's only one thing remaining now, ladies. We have, in fact, we've started to logisticize that. We have to plan for the leadership workshop of the SRCs in the province. And we have already met to do that. And I must say, the rules of that workshop are known, by the way. We've already internalized them. You know them, SRC. Yes. Thank you. I had to ask and consult with the principals for that. And I got a permission, a smooth permission to try that. And I have now delivered it on the table for my colleagues in the regional office to implement it. And we'll do it in partnership with the Premier's office. Yes. Thank you very much to everyone who have successfully been able to stay till the end of this event. From here and today, this is what we have achieved. And please, if you meet a problem, don't report about a problem on that day next year. Please. Report about how you even solved it and how far you would have been when we meet. With all these short words, let me thank everyone and wish everyone a safe trip journey home. The assumption is that no one is sleeping, by the way. Drive home safely. There is no airport around here, so you can't fly. Drive home safely. Thank you very much, Mr. Protea.